gestation. What trimester am I in there? Okay. I'm in the third trimester. Trimesters run 1 through 13 is 1, 14 to 26 is 2, 27 through 40 is 3. Okay. It demonstrated bilateral, well-circumscribed fluid collections in the fetal pelvis positioned in the right adnexa and the left adnexa, adjacent to the urinary bladder. The right hypoechoic collection measures dye. The left measures dye. A follow-up ultrasound at 36 weeks again demonstrates a right and left adnexal hypoechoic, and it has grown. Discuss the findings. Would a follow-up fetal ultrasound be beneficial? Probably not, because it's already done at 36 weeks. The baby's going to be born in 4 weeks. So might as well just wait and do an ultrasound afterwards when the baby is born. What should the plan of care be for the fetus? A follow-up ultrasound after birth. And that area is called neonatal period. Okay? So you're going to have a urinary bladder that's going to be hypoechoic. You're going to have ovarian cyst with a female baby, because the female baby is reactive to the mother's hormones. So I have bilateral ovarian cyst. Yes.
So why is showing the numbers? That means it's increasing?
Well, you can see that it grew.
Yes.
Okay.
So
It grew. But it only grew 0.1 millimeters. Would I follow it up on a baby 36 weeks? Probably not. I've already done it. I've already followed up once. It's still there. I'm going to do an ultrasound after the baby is born. Any questions? Okay. 2. A 37-year-old was sent to the ultrasound department with a diagnosis of a small for dates. Okay. The female fetus measured within normal parameters, but oligohydramnios, meaning there wasn't enough fluid around the baby, was noted. A thorough exam of the amniotic fluid and fetal kidneys detected a hypoechoic mass posterior to the fetal urinary bladder. Posterior to the fetal urinary bladder. Explain what the formation may be and provide an explanation. Okay, so I'm small for gestational age. If my uterus comes to my belly button, I'm going to be around 20 weeks pregnancy. A pregnancy is 40 weeks. So I'm already halfway there. But this baby didn't. It measured lower than the 20 weeks. Okay? So I either have a small baby or I don't have enough fluid around the baby. Both of those are going to cause my uterus to be small for gestational age. Okay, a hypoechoic mass posterior to the fetal urinary bladder. Posterior mass posterior to the fetal urinary bladder. The only thing posterior to the bladder is what? The uterus. Okay, so it's hematometrocolpus. That means I have, you can have hematometro or you can have hematometrocolpus. Okay, metro is uterus, pulpus is vagina. Okay?
So what happens like when this kind of case, the mother doesn't have enough fluid?
The mother does not have enough fluid. And there's two things that might be happening. The main reason why the baby doesn't have enough fluid is drip.
I just had a patient yesterday.
Fetal demise means the baby is dead. Renal. There's something wrong with the kidneys.
Which kidney, the baby's kidney or the mother?
We're talking about the baby.
Okay.
Okay, there's several reasons for small for gestational age. Okay? IUGR. That could be symmetrical or asymmetrical. Okay. IUGR, the baby is less than 10% growth. Okay. When I do a baby, here is my weight, and here's my weeks. When we do it and we input it, we want the baby always to stay within this parameter. So here is 10 percentile, here's 90 percentile. This is a large baby, this is a small baby. So this growth perimeter is going to be below. That could be either symmetrical or asymmetrical. Okay, symmetrical genetics. My family just has small babies. Okay, it could be my ethnicity. You know, we all have small babies. Okay, asymmetrical. Okay, asymmetrical. Usually the head is a normal size, but the abdomen and the femur are not. Something is wrong with my baby, and God, being the great man that he is making sure my baby is born with a correct mental capacity. Okay? This all can be fixed. Most of anything here can be fixed. This not so much. Okay? So God, what he does is he sends the blood mostly to my brain to make sure my baby can eat and talk and breathe and develop. Okay? Everything else, and that's asymmetrical. Okay, and PROM. Okay, PROM, premature rupture of membrane, meaning the sac that holds the baby. I could have a slow leak that I think I'm just kind of sweating down there. My panties are a little bit damp, but not enough for me to wear a pad, you know, or it could just come out. Okay, premature rupture of membrane. What?
Sac is not considered a placenta.
Absolutely not.
The baby.
But we're gonna go over that.
The sac is the thing that looks like the baby.
Yeah.
The baby is
That holds the
like
baby.
water and
And it has the amniotic fluid. And
That's the amniotic
where's the
fluid.
placenta?
I think it's attached to the
It's
mouth.
in, it's connected to, we're gonna get it.
You know
Okay,
why I
don't
asked
worry
you
about
to
that right
check
now.
out this? We had a case,
Mhm.
at the MFM.
Yeah.
There was a lady that came and she has this, but they said it was a renal issue. The baby has a renal. The doctors,
Yeah.
they came and then they were saying that they're gonna
Mhm.
inject her with something.
Yes, they can,
Yeah,
or they'll put them on bed rest.
yeah, that's what
Okay.
she said.
So, Lauren was asking me, where's the placenta? Okay, so it's a whole big conglomeration. It's way above where we are right
Oh,
now, okay? It's way above where we are
I
right
was just asking. because-
Okay. now. So here is my chorion. Okay? It is a pregnant uterus. Okay? Here is my amnion. This has my baby in it. Here is my placenta. okay? This is the amnion. It holds the baby. So if I have oligohydramnios, I don't have enough fluid around my baby. So in other words, depending on what age it starts, if it's at 16 weeks and I have oligo, how's the baby gonna develop? There's no room for it to develop. So it's gonna develop muscle, its arms and legs can't move. So it's gonna come out and it's gonna be like this and it's gonna stay like that. Physical therapy, occupational therapy.
What did you say that was called?
What?
There's no fluid?
Oligohydramnios.
How?
I can also have too much fluid. And that, but this, only four reasons, and there's gonna be a million questions on the registry about oligo and poly. Okay? If it's oli, it has to be one of these 4 reasons. It's a lot easier to remember these 4 things drip than it is to remember 2.5 pages of poly. Okay? Oh, I like your cover. Okay, so let's go over,
Luba, you found some? Where did you find it?
it's prettier than mine.
Target.
Huh?
Target.
And prettier.
How? It's not, you don't have to answer, I'm not here. I was wondering, the fluid, how does it?
Filled?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. Let's study gynecology first. You've got to know what happens in the pelvis for you to get pregnant. Okay? I know you want to.
I already know how to get pregnant.
Yeah, you know how to get pregnant. It is fun. Okay. And that's how come the way this book is written, I would have never gone embryology until I started studying OB. Okay? Because we're gonna go over it later on.
So you want we turn on?
Yeah, we're gonna turn those in. Just pass them down. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna show y'all some imaging.
Anybody else?
Be sure your name's on it or it's minus 5 points. Okay, so in your literature, you read about the broad ligament. Okay, and I'm going to tell you what the broad ligament is. Okay, I'm going to show you what the broad ligament is. Okay. Peritoneum. Anterior, posterior. Anterior, posterior. Inside my broad ligament, I'm going to have my uterus, my fallopian tubes, and my anterior ovaries, not the posterior ovaries. The posterior ovaries are going to be in the back side of my peritoneum. Okay? Inside that. Inside this closed, protected area is all of my genitalia, except for my vagina. Okay? Now, this connects to my right side. This connects to my left side. inside that broad ligament, I also have arteries and veins and nerves, things like that. We're not going to go that deep, okay? Now, where the broad ligament covers the uterus, it is called a mesometria. Mesometria. mesometrium. It's not in your books, so don't even be looking for it. Okay? Now, where it covers